What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. On today's episode, I'll be reviewing Bowden's Bead Machine, and I'll be comparing it to Total Wax Sealant Shine and Nova NV Jet as far as their chemical endurance, and see how they go against different chemicals, what their beading is like against each other, etc. So it's pretty exciting stuff. It's a very highly anticipated video. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. As you can see, we have Total Wax Sealant Shine, Bowden's own Bead Machine, and Nova NV Jet. This is what the water behavior looks like without any protection present. We'll be applying each product to the paint twice with a 15-minute gap time. So first off, we'll start with Total Wax Sealant Shine and make our way to Bowden's Bead Machine, and then of course Nova NV Jet. I'll be using Bowden's Big Softy along with Bead Machine, as is recommended by Bowden's own themselves. Now that we've left it for 15 minutes, we'll apply a second coat of each protectant. Once these are all applied, I'll let them sit for 18 hours and we'll start the testing on the next day. There's some beautiful hydrophobia between all three products. However, the first thing that I've noticed is that NV Nova Jet seems to not sheet any water at all, whereas the others tend to sheet and bead at the same time. NV Jet just only seems to be beading. The first test will be my favourite product, Bowden's Orange Agent. Now this is a light degreaser, so it shouldn't do too much damage to any of the sealants. Upon rinsing it off, the first thing that I noticed is that NV Jet took a very hard hit. The others did take a hit, but not as hard. So I decided to wash the entire panel down with some Bowden's Nanolicious just to help reset the test. As you can see from the first test, the final verdict is that NV Jet has been absolutely crushed by Orange Agent, whereas the other two are still going very strong. Second test is Autoglim's Magma Iron Decontamination Agent. As you can see, all three products did take a hit with magma. However, NV Jet has still taken a hard hit and is pooling very badly. Now, I had to re-add the tape because I noticed that the Bead Machine tended to pool into the Nova Jet, which wasn't really fair to the test. Up next is a very hard product, Bowden's Ta Ta Ta. This should flatten all of them. Now, as you can see, I'm rinsing these off and they all appear to be pretty hydrophobic. However, that's actually just a lot of the tar left on there. This is why I need to wash the panel and then perform another test after each chemical. And as you can see, they're all pooling pretty badly, but Bead Machine and Sealant Shine seem to be pretty equal. Bead Machine, however, is pooling again into NV Jet. Our next test is Bowden's 3-way, which is designed to decontaminate iron and remove wax and sealants. As you can see by this stage, none of the sealants were even there anymore. Bead Machine still had a slight amount of hydrophobia, as did Sealant Shine, but not Nova Jet. Now we decided to just use some flash prep on here, not for a test, but more or less to actually just remove these sealants so I could apply Bead Machine after this test.
So some pretty interesting results there. The Turtle Wax Sealant Shine had no doubt in my mind that it would be a top runner in that. I was very surprised to see Nova NV Jet just crash out with the orange agent. It got completely flattened by it. Now Bowden's Bead Machine, I would say, was very well on par with Turtle Wax Sealant Shine. As you could see in the early stages, it tended to cling and pull into that NV Jet, which wasn't really that fair, but in any case, you could see when it was separated that Bowden's Bead Machine did actually perform very well under very hard chemical scrutiny. So I'd give this a very, very high score. I'd put it up with Sealant Shine as far as chemical durability. As far as real world tests, well, let's get to the review. So I've been using Bead Machine on my car for 3 weeks now. There are a few things that I can tell you about the product for sure. First off, it beads much better than Sealant Shine. and my car is much glossier than Sealant Shine ever was. Now, I used Turtle Wax Sealant Shine on my car for a good 4 months, I'm going to say. Since January I used it on my car, so that would be 5 months, I would say. I've used Turtle Wax Sealant Shine, and I've kept it in good condition with the right wash and wax, and the right cleaning and everything like that, and the right maintenance washes. Whilst I still rate it as a very good product and a very durable product, I've seen just an immense improvement in my paint's hydrophobic properties after I've added Bead Machine. So I would say overall this is a better product than Sealant Shine, which is a very, very big advancement, because Turtle Wax Sealant Shine is a very highly rated over-the-counter detailing sealant. When it comes down to it, the fact that this is completely Australian made in Gympie in Queensland, that a facility up there, owned by Bowden's own, came up with this product after 115 chemical reviews, I think it was, that they tried to get it right, which is, it's some pretty hardcore dedication. Things I like about this, as I said, hydrophobic properties of it. As you can see in the video, that was on a flat surface. Now, on the sides of my car, whenever I run water over there, whenever I'm rinsing it off, it looks just like I have it fully ceramic coated, and I don't have my car ceramic coated. I just look after it. I think that if I coated it in ceramic, that would kind of be cheating, and it would take away from my enjoyment of washing the car, but that's a video for another time. But this just makes it look like it's coated with ceramic. Sealant Shine was quite good with its hydrophobic properties, but nothing compared to this. As far as its pros, as I said, hydrophobia, it's really glossy and really shiny. It's basically boosted my car's gloss levels, and as I said, it even looks like I could imagine it would if my car was ceramic coated, so that's great. Now, a big pro that's also a con is the application. Now, this is a bit of a tricky one, but for me to apply this product properly, and I'm going to keep showing the camera because I really like the look of the bottle. Look at those beads, it's amazing. One thing that I had to do was strip my car back to bare paint and cleanse my paint using Bowden's Paint Cleanse and Restore. Now, this was a very timely process for me. It took about 4 to 5 hours. Now, that's probably just because of the setbacks I had with weather, etc. But that, I would consider that to be a con for the amount of work you have to put in to getting this product applied and applied correctly. Whereas with other sealants, the instructions to use those sealants is literally spray on, wipe off, let it cure, and you're done. Whereas with Bead Machine, you need to follow all the instructions. So that means that you have to obviously completely clean the car. You have to completely decon the car. You have to completely paint, cleanse, and restore the car. You know, 3-way, all that, flash prep even, which is basically an alternative. It's Bowden's own alternative to isopropyl alcohol, which it's great, by the way, because it actually stays on the paint longer. So it means that you actually can strip off any contaminants and things before you lay it down. Now, whilst that was a con because of how long it took in comparison to other sealants, I also consider it to be a pro for a very good reason, and that is that for me to apply this, I had to go out of my way and I had to treat my car, and I had to do all the, not that I wouldn't decontaminate my car if I was applying a sealant, but I had to apply paint, cleanse, and restore, and I had to fully clay my car. Like, I had to make sure that my paint was absolutely spotless when I put on Bead Machine, which I wouldn't bother for many other sealants, to be honest. But once I got that paint, cleanse, and restore on, it actually removed a few of the really hard scratches on my paint, which made the whole thing worth it. So in my opinion, yeah, it's a lot of work, but that work even without putting the bead machine, even without putting bead machine on, it's worth it. And your car's going to be much better for it anyway. So it is a big pro. Bead machine is literally just a big incentive of a hard day's work getting your car's paint up to scratch. Whether or not you use Bowden's products, that's up to you. I personally followed the 7-stage process of what it was. I think, you're washing, you're claying, you're flash prepping, you're 3-weighing, you're paint cleansing, restoring. I did the whole shebang. Brett Hobbs actually told me that I should do that, and I did, and I'm gonna say thank you very much, Brett. It was well worth it. But yeah, so that's the only con I can really see about this product, is that to apply it correctly, you need to follow all these steps. But in any case, you should be doing that for any sealant you put down. So there's no real cons for it. Just a lot of hard work. So all in all, I rate this as a very, very, I put this product in high regard. It retails for $33 at the moment, $32.99. For comparison, Total Wax Sealant Shine for 473 milliliters, this is 500 milliliters, retails for $29.99, I believe, or $28.99. So you're getting a slightly better product for a few more dollars. But not only that, you're actually helping keep jobs in Australia. So that's also pretty helpful. And that to me is honestly going to be well worth it. Plus, you get to add this one to the Bowden's collection, which I may or may not have a huge collection right now. Thanks, Dan. That's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, drop a like, comment, tell me what sealant you use and how you apply it to your car. And if you liked this video and you want to see more of my content, feel free to hit the subscribe button. There's a lot more content like this coming. I've got filmed content that's going to be released very soon, full details, things like that, so stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, always pay someone a compliment or give them a smile, because you never know how much better you can make their day. Keep it right, keep it tight, and I will see ya. Hey, did you like that video? Why don't you click on the screen for more?